Richard Kyoko Kiundi. I'm a cancer warrior, not a survivor. People talk about cancer survivors. I'm a cancer warrior because I beat the thing. And warriors beat, their enemies. So I beat it.
Yes.
I was declared cancer-free from 2014. And, I'm still there. I'm an accountant by training. Worked in a few places in the private sector. In fact, I was a district accountant. I was a Bwana Kubwa. After the university, I was employed in Office of the President. I was posted to Kilifi, where I introduced the district focus for rural development, which was just starting in 82, 83.
Yeah.
Then again, I was transferred to Taita Taveta to continue the good job I had done in Kilifi. And then one day walking through Nairobi, I met a friend and they were looking for an accountant in a private company, part of Lonro Group. And I came to Nairobi and joined Lonro Group. I worked for Toyota as a chief accountant, then moved to Yamaha, which was still, I don't know if it still is, still part of the Lonro Group. Actually, Lonro had very many businesses, but the motor industry, they were represented in the motor industry by a company which was called the Motomat Group, MMG. And Toyota was one of the group of MMG. There were about 6 others. There was Bruce Trucks, there was FMD, the ones who were doing massive Ferguson tractors. There was Kenya Motors, which was doing Fiat. There was Burns and Blaine, which was doing what we would call local content.
Yes.
Basically, that is, they were getting stuff for assembly for AVA. AVA was assembling the local, so the main kit would come from Japan. But local, like radiators, safety belts, seats, and things like those was what was called local content.
Yeah.
So Burns and Blaine was doing local content for AVA. And then after that, I got tired of private sector, the pressure, and I went to Kenya Pipeline. I worked there for about 7 years. I left as a chief accountant again in 2003 and got into business.